Hello everyone, it's Jen. I am here to help you explore ways to get in touch with your collarbone. The general rationale behind this is a lot of people don't understand how their collarbone moves in relation to the rest of the shoulder. And often when you ask people, can you feel the collarbone moving when they're doing various arm movements, they'll respond no. I have found that by helping people feel how their collarbones move, it makes it a little bit easier to cue the collarbones during various exercises, and it also seems to help with the full integration of the shoulder. So let's go ahead and get started. What I would like you to do is take your right arm out to the side. So it's just resting near you. You're going to rotate the arm forward and then rotate the arm back to center. Do this a couple of times. And I want you to begin to feel or observe if you can feel any movement happening through your collarbone, if that's helping you do the movement at all. Go ahead and relax and switch sides. So again, your palm starts facing towards you. Rotate the palm away so it's facing forward and then back towards you. And do this a few times. And again, observe if you can feel any movement happening through the collarbone. Maybe one side's a little more clear than the other. And then relax. If you didn't feel any movement at all through the collarbone, what I'd like you to do now is take your left hand on your right collarbone in the center. Let your palm face towards you. Rotate the palm forward, and then rotate the palm towards you. Do this a few times. See if you can begin to feel any movement at all happening through the collarbone. And then go ahead and switch sides. And again, simply observe if the collarbone is moving at all when you rotate the palm forward. And then relax. From here, lie down on your back. You're going to stand your right hand on the floor, so your right arm is extended out away from the body. The pinky side of the hand is standing on the floor. Rest your left hand on the collarbone or clavicle about midway across, just so you can feel the movement that occurs in the bone, or that doesn't. From here, very gently, rotate the hand down so the thumb is rotating towards the floor in the direction of the feet, and then bring it back to center. Do this a few times. As you do this, begin to feel what happens in the collarbone as the arm moves. And don't try to restrict the movement anywhere, so you're rotating the arm. The shoulder might lift up a little bit, or it might not. And then return to center. From here, the pinky side of the hand is still standing on the floor. Rotate the hand up. So now the thumb is going towards the floor in the direction of the head. And then bring it back to center. Stay with this pattern. As you do this, begin to observe what happens through the collarbone. Take one more. And relax. Rest your right hand by your side, rest your left hand by your side. As you lie there, begin to feel the differences between the arms. So one arm might feel a little more awake than the other, or you might feel an increased sense of contact with one side versus the other. Go ahead and stand your left hand, move out a little bit. So there's room. So from here, stand your left hand on the floor, pinky side of the hand is down. Take your right hand, place it on the left collarbone, about midway point. Begin by rotating the left hand down in the direction of the feet so the thumb rotates down, back to center. Stay with that pattern. Rotating the hand down and back to center. Again, feel what happens in your collarbone as you move the arm. Begin to feel any differences that might exist between the two sides. The quality of the movement might be different. One side might be a little more clear than the other. Take one more. Return to center. Now rotate the hand up so the thumb is rotating in the direction of the head and back to center. And again, simply feel what happens in the collarbone as you do this movement. Take one more. And then relax. Rest your hands by your sides. Again, simply observe the differences between the two sides if there is a difference. Now take both hands out. Stand the pinky sides of the hands on the floor. I want you to imagine the sense of what the collarbones were doing when your hands were on them. Rotate the right hand down in the direction of the feet. Rotate the left hand up in the direction of the head. Bring the hands back to center and then switch. So the right hand rotates up, the left hand rotates down. Continue with this pattern. See if you can begin to feel what's happening in your collarbones. As you feel what happens in your collarbones, see if your head is being pulled in any one direction to rotate. If it feels natural for you, you can let the head rotate, bring it back to center, and then switch. In my case, it feels like my head is being pulled towards the hand that's rotating up. So that's the direction I'm allowing my head to turn. I'm feeling how the collarbones are participating. And then go ahead and relax. Bring your arms back to center. Rest your hands by your sides, palms up towards the ceiling. And gently come back up into a seated position. Rest your hands by your sides. And then rotate the palms forward and rotate them to center. And just see if this is any different than it was a moment ago. And relax. So the benefits of this, and there's other things I'll use too, like I'll have people actually touch their collarbone near the center of their chest and then reach out in the direction of the collarbone towards the end of the shoulder. So people can begin to feel where their shoulder blade connects in with the shoulder and where it connects in with the chest. You can do it on the other side. And sometimes I'll do it with breath, so the person will be lying down. But the point is, once there's this awareness in the collarbones, we can actually use that in various exercises. So in a plank, for instance, if you have someone come into a forearm and knees position, and the person's tendency is to be here, and you ask the person to reach out across the collarbones to the shoulders, you're going to see a change once they have awareness there in how they're doing the movement, or how they're doing the positioning, I should say. Conversely, when you're standing and you're doing something like a standing row, if the person understands where their collarbone is, you can have the person imagine the collarbone is reaching past the shoulder. It'll naturally externally rotate the arm a little bit. They can maintain that while they row back. So it's just a different perspective, a different type of awareness than we do when we're cueing constantly the shoulder blades. All right, if you have any questions, there is a blog that accompanies this. You are welcome to click on that. And if you have any other questions, feel free to message me. I'm at Be Well Personal Training, www.bewellpt.com. Thank you.